He could be the first guy like, I just discovered Dajjal. Look at this guy, how he's trying to twist the meaning of the Quran. And people will be like, yeah, both of those parties will be actually claiming to be on the right path. So much so that...
the killing of Dajjal should mark the end of this fitna.
No, believers might just come into some doubt, but those people are never going to come into any doubt because they will have a guy performing miracles right in front of them. This ayah has another key here.
Mm-hmm.
This ayah all of a sudden appears as a story of Adam alayhi salam. Adam alayhi salam and Iblis. This story is coming without any context of the whole... we should look into the fact that what kind of happenings were going on in detail at the time of the creation of Adam alayhi salam, and why would Iblis become do whatever he did, and what is that got to do with all of this? So it's quite a
because this ayah didn't come here by coincidence.
Yeah, of course not. So it says وَإِذْ قُلْنَا that means when we said to the angels, all of a sudden, wise mean when we said to the angels, so it's like all of a sudden a new story with such a power is starting. So we should look into it. I'm going to connect it with the next ayah and then I'm going to tell you what the details is. So go on.
I did not make them witness to the creation of the heavens and the earth, or to the creation of themselves, and I would not have taken the misguiders as assistants.
So this could be one of those angles where the whole world will be believing against whatever the creation of Adam alayhi salam was. More like evolution and everything. More like a new approach towards where the human beings came from, and a totally different spin on who created, how the human beings actually were created, and so on. See, if somebody claims that this is how the process started, don't worry, I was there. What I'm saying? I did that, or I'm the viceroy of Allah, or I'm the first creation of Allah. So on and so forth. Whoever gives whatever account. This ayah actually nullifies any and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not put any witness in the creation of the heavens. There was no one. When the first ever creation was created, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hadith says, Jibreel alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, go and visit my heaven, because heaven has been created. And go and visit hell. And there's a big hadith in Bukhari about this. Yeah. So there is no living being that can actually come and say that, this is how the whole thing started. You know what I'm saying? Be it making of Adam or whatever. Nobody can actually say that. So this is something which is very clearly being told in this ayah. The psychology is very clear. Makes me wonder as to what's going to happen to the loved ones of the believers, because that'll be a black and white differential between people who believe in the Dajjal and don't believe in the Dajjal. Both of those parties will be actually claiming to be on the right path. So much so that believers might just come into some doubt, but those people are never going to come into any doubt because they will have a guy performing miracles right in front of them. They're looking for Stephen Hawking and Dawkins and Darwin and everything, and just see Dajjal is going to look at he's going to come for the elite. No, maybe he's not going to take care about the elite. Maybe his movement is going to be just like the movement of any prophet, and he's going to gather up the poor and so on and so forth. I mean, this is the best way of deception, coming through the actual core of the righteousness. So as the Prophet said, in the time of fitna, even if you look into the fitna, you'll be catching that. The intensity of the fitna is going to be so much.
Wow.
Just researching about it is going to take you away and throw you right in the middle of the fitna. So I just don't want anyone to think that Dajjal is going to be a physicist or a rocket scientist. He could be a totally illiterate man with a following of billions. And he will be like, Sahil, you're talking too complicated, man. Just sit down. Let's just believe in some simple things.
It's love,
care, and could be anything. And he'll be opening the Quran and telling me basics. And that video will be viral in billions, and people will be cursing me that, what? Why are you cursing a simpleton, a regular man with absolutely no harm, no negativity attached to this guy? Sahil, you're too aggressive, man. You're too complicated. You're talking about too much mathematics and science. And, maybe people who are talking about these complicated stuff to just try and decode them, maybe they'll be termed as Dajjal in the time of Dajjal.
Yeah.
I mean, what better way of, utilizing everything about the Hadith and the Quran? And, he's the first guy who'll be spotting Dajjals, Maybe he could be the first guy, like, I just discovered Dajjal. Look at this guy, how he's trying to twist the meaning of the Quran. And people will be like, yeah. So it's 99 times he does that. And people believe everything he has to say about the Quran or the Bible. And all of a sudden, he's going to twist the last thing. And people are never going to know.
Yeah.
And we'll be just, here discussing things and all of that. And, just like we call I see a lot of videos about a lot of people that this alim is Illuminati and this guy is Freemason. So, all of the believers will be tagged like that. And this guy will be simplifying.
This guy is in the payroll of Saudi.
Yeah, so on, Could be. So, and by the time we realize it'll be too late.
Yeah.
This is how regular people think.
So the killing of the Dajjal should mark the end of this fitna.
No. You have to understand, this is what I'm trying to get you at.
There'll be still people defending him.
Of course, he's the biggest king.
He was a just ruler. They
yes,
killed him.
and this terrorist comes in and Al-Qaeda comes and kills him, or Taliban kill him, or whoever. I don't know what they're going to be calling, because at that time, Dajjal is the most beloved person.
Wow. Yeah,
and Isa al-Islam just comes in from the heavens and just puts all of that that assumed Jannah.
Yeah.
And then makes it useless for the people. So, or maybe, people will keep all of those gifts of a Dajjal.
As souvenirs.
No, as gardens and whatever. And it just will come to light of Isa al-Islam.
Yeah.
And Isa al-Islam is going to make them utilize all of those things that Dajjal gave. Could be, I don't know, but this is that's not the point. The point is, till the last second, Dajjal is going to be at Dajjal. And it could be one of the biggest problems after Dajjal is gone, because most of the world is following him blindly. They're benefiting from whatever he gave them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this one guy comes in with 30,000 people, and then he comes in with his own mentor calling Jesus.
Yeah.
And then he says, I'm the real Jesus.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, our king is dead. Even Nazis were die-hard lovers of Hitler.
Yeah.
Nazis were proud of being Nazis. Even they were not like, two-faced hypocrites. They were fully in the movement.
Yeah.
So it's something we better understand, that the biggest fight will be right after Dajjal is dead. This fitna is going to carry its fruits way more than the time of Dajjal.